I love politics. Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie. Like that was my first major in college. And I should have went on and did it. Anyway, so apparently the information that came on my phone was that they actually banned TikTok today. So this is why I'm laughing, right? Because I'm finna tell you something. I'm finna show you this video, okay? I'm gonna show you this video. Before I get to talking, I'm gonna show you this video. Now everybody kept talking trash about Trump, right? And how Trump kept saying, like, even though Trump is belligerent, right? Well, no. I'm sorry. Actually, I don't think Trump is belligerent, right? Because a lot of people call me the Black Trump, so I guess he take one to know one. He's not belligerent. A lot of his belligerence and the stuff that he was saying, how he was saying a lot of things when he was running for president, it came out very negative. It came out very brash. It came out very mean and offensive. But sometimes this is what you got to do in order to get the things done in a timely fashion. Me, long story short, sometimes you got to be heard right now, and you can't afford to move along at a slow, steady pace, democratic pace. You got to get this done now. You understand? So yeah, maybe he came out very. Hell, I might well say we, cause I was in it with him. You know what I'm saying? We came out very brash. We came out very offensive. We came out very mean and negative. But we was trying to tell you something without trying to tell you something. You understand what I'm saying? So I'ma assume and I'ma try to translate this for Trump, as I so often seem to be a Trump translator. Okay, here we go. Okay, so check this out, right? So you know how Trump kept saying, "Let's make America great again." Now, granted, he is a Republican with KKK ties, so I'm not excusing what he is and where he's from. But what I am saying is, when it comes to the economics of this country, me and him might see eye to eye. That's probably why I be talking about Trump all the time. Did I vote for Trump? Am I a supporter of Trump? That I will not say, because my vote, my business. Anyway, all I'm saying is like, you know how Trump kept saying, "Let's make America great again," and he kept putting a lot of emphasis on like China and like the stuff that was going on over there. Okay, dude, in my opinion, because I don't know him personally, but in my opinion, I think what he was trying to do, and I'm assuming me and him speak the same language because we specialize in the same things. But what he was trying to say, in my opinion, is that China is this close to running the entire world economically. And we need to focus more on trying to build our country back up by itself. Luckily, 2020 was supposed to be an economic recession. If you read history and you go back and look at your economic timeline from 100 years ago, you'll be able to follow along with what you're supposed to do in order to live, survive what could happen next. Now, what I am trying to say is that you have to understand, even though we want to keep good relationships with foreign countries, we still have to compete against these countries, because we still have to have bearings, and we got to hold weight in order to have power and move muscle. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, China is basically holding major weight right now in a lot of areas. And truth be told, if I'm not mistaken, and I have to relook this up to be sure, but China and Japan actually owns about 50% of America, if I'm not mistaken. Well, they own 51%, which technically makes us them our owners. Not only do they have a lot of ownership here over in America, they've been slowly working their way into into Africa. Not only are they owning Africa, but they're also owning their own land, which is China, working with Japan. Now, I often make this joke and I say, did you actually think that China and Japan forgot about Pearl Harbor? I make that as a joke, but I mean it seriously. In my opinion, and I'm not trying to start anything, but I'm just trying to get you to understand something. In my opinion, I feel like ever since Pearl Harbor, especially, I feel like China was like, okay, You got us, we gonna fuck you up. And instead of doing it with bombs, they did it with economics. And they have been very smart about it. I commend China for exactly the things that they've been doing. In my personal opinion, keep this in mind. Now, does it mean I hate Asians? No, because I don't need nobody saying that that's what I do. Because, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. China did they big one on this one. You heard me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, everything, like literally everything China has done up in, like from Pearl Harbor up until this point, I 100% respect. China, Japan, all the Asian countries is working together. Cause any foreign country at this moment, like, you know, to be honest, if we did have a World War III, right, it is possible that the main target for a lot of countries will be us. And I'm not saying it to be mean, I'm being for real. Because I don't know, but we done bombed a lot of people to get to this point. We done bullied a lot of people to get to this point. You know what I mean? And don't get us wrong. We do have allies in the game. But we've done a lot of dirt to get here, is all that I'm saying. You know? So you never really know what people are thinking because honestly, America has done so much dirt to its own people. You can only imagine what the outside countries think about us. You know what I mean? Like, with just the racial situation, like, honestly, racism in this country between black people and white people is really, in my opinion, a marketing tool. It's a distraction, in my opinion. And I'm saying this because, like, it seems like it seems like it's always something that come behind it. You know what I mean? Like, anytime, it's always white people, black people yelling and hollering at each other and getting mad. Race, race, race. You know what I mean? It's always something that come behind it. Like, during this whole pandemic thing, 2020 thing, whoop de whoop, blah, blah, blah. What was going on? Black Lives Matter. Now, all of a sudden, we still can't get our reparations, though. But all of a sudden, we get these stimulus checks. But nobody really tells us what it's for. You just randomly giving us stimulus checks and saying it's because you off work. When really you could have just told these people, hey, don't build nobody until we get out of the pandemic. Like, you literally could have told all the companies to do that. But what you did is give us stimulus checks. Amidst racial situations, which just popped up out of nowhere, especially when everybody at home. This is crazy. But really, to be honest, right? And then on top of that, it's black people. It's like you give all these economic opportunities and incentives to every other race but us. And all we asked you for was a seat at the table and our damn land and our mule. That's all we asked you for. And then when you did give it to us, you found a way to take it back. Just give us our money, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, I said all that to say this. Is that it's finna be a new dawn, a new day concerning China. It really is. And America cannot get mad that the value of American dollar and the value of American power is dwindled down. Because truth be told, as karma is, karma does. You wanted everybody, they wanted to kiss everybody's ass and bully everybody across the world. And now look at us. We about to fold to China. And to be honest, China been working their ass off. Japan been working their ass off since Pearl Harbor. They technically deserve it. I'm going to be honest. Now, if America wants to be great again, give us our reparations because you need the black vote. Run us our money. Let's go.